Let's see if this actually does something. Right, so I have that going. I have this going. Is like my YouTube one gonna actually pop up? Yay. Okay, so the Twitch one's going. Let's actually see how that looks. Okay. Alright, let's also turn the Wi-Fi off on here. I don't need it. Nor here. Let's fire art. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just trying to get like this all sorted. This is actually part of a creature design challenge, well, character design challenge. So this is actually when like someone just sent me off some arms to do it, and like besides the arms, the rest is me. Salutations. Hey, Charles, which one are you watching on Twitch, YouTube, or YouTube Shorts? Like, I don't know how well they're all coming across, like if they're all doing it in tandem, because I just actually set up the multi-stream function. So we shall see. Sweet. Oh yeah, so I'm also just waiting for like Magic to drop his like element for this. I actually did my own. A little torso and head. And honestly, I gotta say, it is kind of fun, and I probably will be continuing this one. And I do feel like I should probably like do the arms myself now, because I kind of want to do my own variation of it, and I don't particularly want to just like use like someone else's work, because I feel that's kind of like scummy on my end. But yeah, what I'm planning on doing actually is doing a revamp to this guy. Yeah. It was pretty fun. So I'm gonna try and like vamp up this guy. Okay, so that one's going through there. Sweet. Let's actually just see if comments pop up on here. Your work is really sick. I love enjoying seeing it. Okay, yeah, nice. Wait, how do I add in more like different chats? So like I'm only seeing like the the Twitch chats. Is there a secret one I can't see? Maybe. Oh, I feel bad about that. I should actually like figure out how to get that all set up. What? God, this is actually a pain in the ass. It makes yeah, hopeful way to get back into using Nomad and creating cool pieces too. YouTube Shorts mostly. Okay, so we have a mix. Like, I'm not sure where all of this is coming from, and I need to actually find out how the chat box actually comes in. Alright. Cool, so what we're gonna be doing is, like, revamping this lovely fellow. Because, I don't know, I feel like he's, like, about time for one. Alright, Project 15, let's actually save as... I don't know, let's go Randolph. Randy. Yeah. I feel that's his name now, Randolph. So we're gonna be like reworking this guy, and then just seeing how much improvement there is from like the last time we've done him. So here's the start. Like, I don't know, feels like a lovely little fella, kind of basic, but we shall move on, we shall evolve. Right, I do need to find out how to actually add in like docs, control sources, chat. I actually do need to find out how to actually add in both, like my YouTube and TikTok chat app. Okay, I'll figure that out eventually. Alright, so let's actually just go around and actually start sculpting him up. I also feel like the main component for this guy I really like are the wings and the head, so let's not touch the head anytime soon. But, oh my god, the rest of this, yeah, he can burn. Alright, so let's split half of this. Alright, so let's mirror to max. Trim. Right, so we're gonna like get both of those meshed up. Add underneath the mirror. So a lot of like the earlier parts of the stand now are just like, gonna be like splitting things and then getting more organized and how I like to have it. Because I'm now at a point where, oh my god, I actually arrange stuff properly. Because yeah, this is the boring old man side of the work. Head. Right. Tail. Torso. Name. Yeah, sorry this part's really boring. It's just gonna take me a minute before I actually get properly into it. Okay. Okay, so this guy's pretty bulky. I feel that should probably be a key factor in him. Alright, let's also just like begin to start planing this down. I don't know why I record all these things as if I'm actually making proper videos out of them. It's more of just a me thing at this point. But ayo, it is what it is. Alright, so what we're gonna do, let's flatten this chest out, move it around. Needs work. I think maybe let's actually just enlarge this guy up. And so how's everyone's day going? Like, I've actually just had like a few days off work because I somehow sprained my chest. I don't know how that's even possible, but I somehow did it. So I've been basically unable to do anything, like, work-related for the last few days. So I've had, like, a mini vacation, but, like, now I'm sort of just stressed, like, oh my god. I had days off work. However will I afford to live? But then I remembered, oh shit, I actually get sick pay now. Been doing revision and things. That sounds, I want to say fun, but, like, let's be real, it really isn't. These don't actually have a hierarchy to them, and that annoys me. That's by far one of my favorite things I've been doing recently for like Nomad. Just like setting up hierarchies so I'm able to move stuff like accordingly. Right, you know what? I like the angle Liz are at now. Let's actually lower these legs. Elongate this torso. Let's throw more there. As well as actually beginning to set up a gizmo where it actually makes the most actual sense to actually have an object. Okay. Alright, let's have you there. You there. Like, the last guy was supposed to be like a demon noble sort of thing. So I think this one may work well as if it's like more of a brute, if anything. Okay, so since the torso is there, that means we should have the head underneath it. Arms also there, as well as like this wing area. Yeah, just so then when I actually go to move it, when symmetry's off for the gizmo, should make it easier to somehow move. Let's turn you off. I'm actually kind of impressed. So TikTok, alright, just to show you guys, TikTok has like restricted my live for body exposure and sexualized behavior. Like, I'm sorry, that's kind of a flex for this work. Not gonna lie. No, seriously, like, nudity and body exposure. Like, again, that feels like a flex. Currently playing Rivals. Nice. Hasn't there been, like, a new character update? Like, aren't they releasing, like, Cyclops from the X-Men soon? I actually do need to, like, properly set up this multi-stream setup. I think these tails should probably go lower. Oh, dang, I forgot. I accidentally closed that. How's it going? I don't know how long I'll, in the live because I've got loads of stuff to do today. Yeah, but I'll try and watch it as long as I can. Thanks, Holly. Yeah, I'm trying to do like a multi-thing setup, so like, I'm not sure how well the streams are coming out on like multiple ends. As well as like, for some reason I didn't get like the Twitch and YouTube chat in one thing, so I need to sort it out later. So yay, more stuff to figure out. Like, I'm too much of a lazy chud for all that, I swear. Alright, then let's stretch you out. Let's actually make this a lot more gnarly. Let's move the head that way, stretch out the neck. I like the tail. Thanks. Yeah, no, it was like I remember I was doing tails like this the second I found out like how to use like a curve repeater. And sort of just been stuck doing them similar since. Let's see how well I can actually augment the anatomy here. Alright, so here's the pectorals. Right, then a bit more of it. Like, there's the groin. Well, crotch. Hips. Oh yeah, Holly, I really like how your what you call it guy is coming along. Your little deer goat thingy. For the life of me, I can't remember how you described it earlier. But yeah, I like how it's looking. It's looking pretty funky. Right. I don't like how these are coming across. Right, I think for this one, like, we want it, like, top heavy, top heavy. So I'm gonna play around with that. I have 2 restrictions. Feel. Like, our show front glass actually looks so stupid. Like, what do you mean I'm getting... Like, it's art of a monster. I don't understand. I swear, like, TikTok moderation is something else. But no, that's where I have my biggest reach, apparently. Alright, let's actually fruit. Right. To be fair, I can actually probably, like, clean a lot of this up. Okay. Yeah, let's actually just smooth these down because I don't feel like it's at... It should still be at that proportionary stage where you're not seeing, like, too much detail. Except for, like, that head. Like, you stay there until I'm, like, ready to do something with you. I think maybe these wings should also be spread out. Okay. It's also... Something I've been doing a lot for whenever it comes to legs recently is just, like, shrinking down the, like, calf muscle. Well, like, the calves, and then just, like, altering the shape from there. Like, it's definitely not the most effective, but I am, like, lazy enough, I will try to make it work. Especially when you, like, have, like, a low enough level, it's really easy to just, like, manipulate and just, like, restructure it so simply. Ah, but even then. Oh yeah, for some reason recently, my TikTok algorithm on my like what you call it spam account has been like betraying me recently, because it's just showing me like this one guy he's from the UK who's like trying to restart Reform, as if like not Reform, UKIP, as if like Reform isn't literally just UKIP rebranded. And like they're doing like this one really funny stupid thing where they're doing like yeah, they're wearing like blue Make Britain Great things again. Fair, are you doing it in OBS or just like what? Hello. But yeah, no, the guy was doing like wearing a Make Britain Great thing, obviously in like regards to MAGA, like Make America Great Again. And it's like surprisingly, that's like the most British thing they could have done. Take something from a foreign country and then try and pass it off as their own to use it for their own fucking stupid fuck ass purposes. Like, how do they not see like the irony there? Especially like, oh wow, we don't want anything to do with foreigners. So that send them all back. But yeah, we'll absolutely use this one method and like sort of banner from a foreign nation. That's so fucking stupid. Use OBS, man. You're so good. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, TikTok just restricted my things for nudity, so I feel like that's also a testament to skill. Alright. Let's actually lower the intensity that you get down there so we're able to... Yeah, that's what I've been using, and like I'm able to see chat just fine. Well, when I have like more than like one viewer. Alright, let's... Instead of basic abs, let's actually go for some of these. Because I always find that super thrilling to do. It's more important to view the... I have no idea, because say I just set up the multi-stream thing, and it's on the OBS, like the Streamlab chat. Well, no, the OBS chat. Like, I'm only seeing, like, the YouTube ones pop up, so I'm using my personal account to watch the YouTube live just to see if I see any chats pop up. And, like, yeah, it's been hard to, like, keep track because I accidentally close it all the time. So I'm, like, constantly just, like, keeping an eye out for it. Like, am I gonna see if there's a way to, like, link them up properly? Okay, there we are. Let's also bulk these arms up. Get these shoulders as well. Actually, no, what I can do instead is actually... Yeah, such a pain. God, I really need to actually, like, set up an actual proper streaming schedule, I swear to God. Just, like, something so I can be more consistent. Like, actually build a full-time, well, a full audience. Like, that would be nice. Okay, so that's... How else can I really, like, bulk this guy up? You have me. That I do. You and Holly. And I do appreciate the both of you. But is there anything else popping up on the YouTube one? That's alright, man. Scenario, Ashton McDonald. Gotta love that guy. So what was it? Does anyone watch ReZero here? So one of my friends. Oh yeah, nah, it really is. Yeah, to be fair, like by anything, Holly, yeah, you're like my most like avid supporter. Nah, not really. Fair enough. Basically, so one of my friends got me to start watching ReZero because I found like the stare memes really funny for some reason. So he got me to watch it like all of it before like the latest episode come out, and oh my god, like okay, the stair scene was cool, but it was nowhere near as gas as what I thought it was gonna be because I fell for the brain up. I was too much of a larper to understand what was going on. I read all of Demon Slayer. Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't think it's like anything to really write home about. Mainly because it has like a very, what's the word I'm thinking of? Very aggressively repetitive story structure to it, in the sense of like, oh hey guys, I'm a demon, I'm gonna kill people, and like, oh shit, here's my sad backstory about how I was sick or something didn't really go my way, and oh no, you're killing me now. I actually kind of thank you because being a demon's hell. And I don't know, it's just kind of like mid to me. Like the animation is god tier. I will not try to deny that in any capacity, but the story is pretty mediocre if we're being real. Same for like say Tanjiro as a protagonist. He's just like nice. What's nothing wrong with that, but I don't think he's ever gonna really be remembered for like being like that great or substantive, like having that much substance as a character. And that is a shame. Especially because, like, say it has stuff like Inosuke, and, like, that guy's just fucking funny. Alright, let's actually bulk these arms out. Shoulders. Alright, let's actually... I think that's something what's also kind of throwing me about this guy, like, the lack of lats. I think I may be making him too bulky, though. So, maybe should we actually just, like, shrink this part down? Right, let's actually go back to the arms. Let's make them a tad tinier. No, turn you off. Let's... Because, I don't know, I like really lanky demons, and I'm not sure how I really want this guy. Like, I'm trying to, like... He looks like he'd be a little shit stirrer. Do you want me to do that when I'm not streaming, or... Because I'm also kind of, like, enjoying just making stuff right now. Yeah, I'll be able to, like, actually probably tell you then. Because, I don't know, I haven't actually been making as much, like, project stuff as I... Yeah, how dare you? Yeah, how dare you interrupt my me time? Okay, again, let's probably, like, shrink these guys' arms down a tad. Right, let's... Right, don't like that. Like, that looks too narrow now. Oh yeah, no, honestly, I really like how it turned out. Like, it was so cool. Like, whilst I was also waiting for it, alright, let me just save that off. Might as well just get it up on stream. Yeah, I couldn't be bothered to paint this guy. But yeah, no, honestly, I really like it. Like, I did alter the blade Charlie did, just because it was, like, a bit too thin for my liking. And it was a bit hard to see from, like, multiple angles, like, because it was just, like, a couple of polys wide. But honestly, yeah. Yeah, honestly, it was pretty... I do like how it came out. I also find it funny how, like, say for both character challenges, they've ended up both having wings somehow. Well, I say that as if, like, so for Magic, I did alter the wings on that one as well because they were a bit, like, too merged into the thing, so I just edited those. Like, I did add the different segments to it, but, like, I didn't, like, actually sculpt anything on it. It was just like, okay, let's just move that there, and then, like, probably just use that to fill up the space. And honestly, yeah, no, I really like it. Like, I really like how, Arson, Troll did, like, the shoulder hair. Like, that was really nice in my opinion. Yeah. So just like kind of like annoying, like his hands were so big because he also had like the hippogriff stuff on there as well. Like you can't actually really see that properly, but yeah, luckily enough, like I'm able to actually maneuver around it. Because I actually do like how you did the hilt. Like I thought that was pretty cool looking. That was fun. Like also, whilst I was waiting, I was doing like this other version of it where I was just, I still, because at this point I didn't actually get any, like the only person's thing I got was Arson's, so I just had like use the arms, but then I started making the torso and head myself, and I like how that's coming out. Like I like these parts for some reason. Just something about those seem pretty cool. Ooh. Also made me want to like retry and make wings or like feathered motifs. That's pretty cool. Like I also did that for the belt. Like I think like this guy's like his actual weapons would be just the hands, and he'd be using like the claws and shit. Like I like it. Alright, now back to this guy. Back to this little stinker. Maybe if I actually... Alright, cool. So they're both still under the hierarchy there. So now just rework those parts so they actually like come together a bit nicer. I think that's actually part of the reason I was having issues with it, because the shoulders were too up there. Like, I like how wide they are, but at the same time, it's sort of like disrupting it. Also, maybe the posture. Right, so let's alter that. Wait, no, your thing should be there instead. Change my mind. Like, he's also gonna be, like, an associate to, like, Rodney. Yeah, of a demon noble of sorts. But his proportions aren't actually too in line with how I would want one. So, good rule of thumb is to always have the belly and chest facing out. Let's move this head back up here. Then re-alter this neck so it actually goes back. Like, that again should, like, give off a more noble vibe. I know he's, like, aggressively lanky right now, but still. You know what? No, let's get rid of you. I don't like you. So what we're gonna do instead for feet is actually get that. Okay. Maneuver. Like, I don't want to do, like, the double crescent, well, the double notch thing, like in goats or sort of like animal legs again. Because I've literally just done that for the other guy. So let's see how else we can actually, like, alter it. Line. Actually, you know what? He's gonna be in heels, I've decided. I'm feeling that, I'm feeling that. I know, right? Gotta be progressive as hell with this queen. Actually, speaking of that, let's actually probably have these, like... Let's actually move the pelvis and everything forward. Elongate that. Bulk up these thighs, make him a tad meatier. Tad further. Oh, I know, that's why they're doing that thing I don't like. Skinny waist, absolutely. Like, the most snatched waist is ever. Like, that's all we accept in this house. Okay, that's why it was bothering me as much as it was. Okay, I get it. So I accidentally moved this to the side ever so slightly. Had to redo a few things, but it's not like the end of the world. And I'm one of those that, like, now that I know what I want, it makes it a lot easier to get to said place again. It's a curse and a blessing. I do not. I played it like twice, but then I got really bored of it because I don't like playing with sweats. Plus, I prefer like more narrative-driven games. Ooh, yeah, no. Okay, so that's gonna be the vibe for him as soon as he's like done. All right, let's move you back there. All right, now just to make him feel. Would I say camp is the right word? Is that pretty? I love how you say it's the only game you play by yourself, but it's literally online multiplayer. Jeff is cute, I will give you that. Just realized the exposure on that's not looking great. That's fair. But let me edit this damn camera. It's actually gonna annoy me. Oh yeah, they added like Devil Dinosaur or something like that. You know, I can't be over. That looks fine. I just be getting in my own head about it. Alright, let's actually add in more stuff from the back. Alright, let's clone you. Trim off that much. Right. Pivot. To be fair, I know Cyclops is coming next or something, because like one of my friends from work, he plays it a lot, and he wants to like get master on like all mutants or something like that. Let's add in a few more shapes there. This feels like a very feminized version of Lever Guy. of his like original form. Like, let's just actually like, get in. Add to scene. Oh my god, why is the camera so overexposed? That's actually insane. It's gonna be annoying me. To be fair, I forgot I actually have like a side light right here. But where did I put the little cable for it? Perplexing, I say. Perplexing! But yeah, so that's where we started with it. This is how we're going. What you guys thinking? Okay, no, seriously, I actually need it. Like, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, that's fair. Ah, God, why is it so bright? I think less exposure. That's what was doing me in. Okay, yeah, no, that was it. What was annoying me? All right, that actually doesn't actually really answer the question though. Right, so I'm sort of just yassifying the guy. Huh. What's the opposite of twink death? Is it just like twinkification? Is that what I'm thinking of? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm feeling that. Let's also do some of those. Shoulder blades, that's what was something was bothering me what I couldn't put my finger on. Okay, let's actually try this again. Like, I feel if I just keep on rebuilding this part, like, that will give off a nicer vibe. You know, does anyone else actually do that, where they find something and then just keep on redoing it over and over again? To be fair, that's actually how I've always learned with a lot of my art stuff. Just endless repetition is like the most useful thing I find to have. Right, I almost forgot like the neck muscles. Like it's definitely forming. It's forming itself, I'd say. Okay, part of me does kind of miss the bulkier aesthetic already. But I don't feel like that head really, like... You know, I'm able to do multiple versions. Who's stopping me? Exactly, no one. Hip. Yeah. Hips. Okay, let's actually add in you there. Okay, this is a good point to actually have some form of, like, reference material. Because even though, like, yeah, this is clearly heavily augmented anatomy, yeah, like, it still actually has to have some semblance of, like, oh yeah, no, this is working in X, Y, and Z areas. Right. Where are you hiding from me? Got it. So I have, like, don't know if you'll be able to see it, but like all of these are like different types of reference books. So it's annoying to like remember which one I like for what reasons. Like, where's this really simple one? Fold skins. Okay, I think that this one probably would be a good bet for it. Like, just show me the torso, please, but also do it in a way. Actually, to be fair, it is, like, useful for, like, whatever reason. Alright, so the thing we're going to focus on now is going to be, like, this section here. Wait, I think maybe it's actually in my D&D bag. Don't ask why it's in my D&D bag, I don't know. Yeah, but for some reason I find it useful just having different ones for different occasions. Like, for, like, whenever I do go play D&D or some shit. But, like, I like just bringing my tablet or sketchbook, because, let's be real, some of the gameplay can be quite monotonous at points. So having something to sort of, like, help spread your focus is so useful. Okay, so having the divot there because there's stuff that goes over here. What device? Samsung Galaxy S9 Ultra. Looks so cool so far. Thank you, Holly. But the real question is, do you prefer the short, muscular king or the elongated twink? That's the real question for the day, yeah, guys. Like, part of me is preferring the twink because, like, it feels like it represents the head better, like a sort of like little jackass of sorts. Where this one, it doesn't really feel like it'd be a brutish. Actually, it does kind of work there. You know, I'm probably gonna do like multiple variations of this guy just to see what works. And to be fair, physically I feel rubbish all week, but still pushing myself. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Holly. Hamburger 1, hamburger 2, hamburger 3. Can I get a hamburger 5? To be fair, I actually just went to Costco the other day, and I managed to get like 3.5 kilograms of ground beef. So I'm gonna be making so many tacos and like burgers with it. God, I do love tacos. Honestly, how can you not? Even burgers. Yeah. You forgot 6. You had like 1 job, dude. Wow, you did. Wow, you still somehow mess that up really bad. You skipped like 2 whole things. Which is interesting, because I like a bear looking and valid. To be fair, I feel there's a difference between like your personal preference in like partners and like real world aesthetics versus like character design. I don't know. I don't actually use Blender. I make using Nomad sculpt, but I imagine like sculpting processes are very similar. And like the most useful trick you'll learn for whenever it comes to sculpting on any platform is just light hatching across, because it builds up form whilst adding like texture to it pretty simply, and then inverting here and there. See, a lot of people, especially when they're starting out, Fredo, not Freedom. Dang, I missed a message. I found 45p under my bed. Let's go. I can buy a Fredo. I finally went up to like 60p. Do I need pressure sense on an Apple Pencil for sculpting? I would recommend pressure sensitivity, because that's actually the point I was going to get into. So say from pressure sensitivity, you're able to go from that to that, depending on how hard you press it. So I would definitely recommend pressure sensitivity. It's like one of those ease of life things. It's not necessary, but I would recommend it. Fucking Fredo inflation, though. That's still insane to me. Like, what do you mean? Also, I remember, like, showing my age here a bit, but I remember, like, 1 penny sweets in, like, pigment shops. Like, dare to think, like, the, what you call inflation on that. Also, inflation, pyrocynical inflation, fat furry. Something I do like doing is, for collarbones, I like adding, what you call it? Oh, 34p at Asda. I did not actually expect that, to be completely frank with you. Hey yo, I'm Frank. I make myself laugh. Nope. To be fair, I normally, for most of my snacks, I go to the Polish market next to mine. Well, they normally have pretty good stuff. Down. And with my... Yeah. Oh, really? Fair. From working in a sweet factory, can she not stand sweets anymore? Because I personally couldn't imagine, like, being able to tolerate them. Like, I used to work at a Burger King, and oh my god, like, it took me, like, 3 years to actually be able to eat there again, just from how much I was smelling it. And speaking of, like, places I work with food, I used to work at a Chinese buffet, because, guys, I've worked at, like, almost 100 jobs now, because I'm a proligious job hopper. Yeah, I worked at this Chinese buffet for a little while. Like, when I say a little while, I mean, like, I was there for 2 weeks, and then I found something else and left. And I only just had food from there again, like, last week. And oh my god, it was terrible. it was just so dry. Like I was literally like mid chewing and having to drink water just so I wouldn't choke. It's like, how can you do this to me? It was like so aggressively mid. Like, it really is just a reminder, like, if you do want a Chinese, literally just order like free things and hope it's not good enough. Nah, but I can't eat them anymore. Sadly, diabetes. Damn, she got diabetes. That ain't good. That's not good. Alright, let's also actually bulk out these legs a bit more, because they're, like, too noodly. They don't have enough form to them. I didn't actually even say this is D&D character. How's it doing that to me? Oh, to be fair, like, I have sculpted a few D&D characters on here. Like, I did one for my friend, what actually came out pretty fun. Like, I still need to finish it. His birthday's coming up, so I think I might try and actually get it out, printed off for him. Oh, the geese near me are just chilling there like that. Damn. They really just be chill like that, for real. Alright, let's actually also bulk up these arms a tad. Alright. Alright, let's... Let's actually probably move these a tad more that way. Is this Iris? Who's Iris? I have no idea what Iris is, dude. This is just a original character of mine. Nah. Little OC character. His name's Randolph. To be fair, for Randolph, I guess I could actually do this thing where I do like 2 forms for him. Like his little shittying form of like him being a little jackass as this. Let's actually also raise that head up. Okay, match. There we are. Alright, so that should now be easier to alter the neck with. Alright, let's actually move you down to like there. Move you to the pelvis because that's a good pivot point to have for it. Right, now I need to reorder that because torso split, you should be having everything. Oh yeah, no, that works. So it's just a matter... Okay, yeah, no, I was doing that in like the dumbest way possible. You don't need to be there. Okay, okay. Part of me kind of wants to turn this guy into a dragon. I can imagine that would actually kind of work. But priorities. I just noticed there's a slight latency between my hand and the actual input. It's okay. Pretty sure like no one's still watching. Well, I'm pretty sure Ollie's the only one watching right now. I can't see like any of my statistics, like stats on anything else. To be fair, probably gonna call it in a minute anyway. Like, I've been doing this for like an hour. May restream later today just to see how like this all went. Very cool. If you need someone to test print your designs, I'm all in. Thanks, man. I do appreciate that. Part of me doesn't want to, just it's nothing against you. It's more like, since I don't particularly know you, and I've been hearing a lot of stuff about how the 3D print community can be extraordinarily, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's just like, I want to agree with like that degree of hesitancy just in case. Yeah, it's annoying though, because I really do want to like sell my designs, because I have a lot of fun making them. And people are constantly saying, oh, I'd love to have this as a little miniature, or I'd love to paint this up, or X, Y, and Z, or I'd love to print that. And it's like one of those things I don't want to do until I, like, don't feel comfortable selling, until I've actually done it myself and had it in my own hand. And it's annoying because I do actually have a 3D printer, I just don't have a space to 3D print. Because I'm a little scaredy cat and don't want to poison myself. Alright, let's also actually re-augment this area here. Also, if any of you guys haven't, definitely check out this book. It's so useful for like actual resources. Right. Like, what I'm looking for now is the torso to hip thing. Hey, Liam. Yeah, no, I haven't been anywhere in like as online as I would have liked recently. Just work's been getting in the way, and I've actually just had to take a few days off due to like injury and some stress. So I was sort of just like recovering basically. Well, we got shopping for summer clothes. Not like I know people wear. Yeah, no, you are a genuine homebody, aren't you, Holly? Alright, let's also actually bulk up this chest fibers. Yeah, I don't know how, but I somehow actually tore the ligaments in my chest. Dude, I'm double employed. I have 2 jobs. Yeah, I'm okay. Like, a few days off really does cleanse the soul. Sorry, mate, no idea what I said. Ew, no. Oh yeah, no, especially since, like, say for example, it was like right there on my chest, so like right above my heart. It genuinely felt I was gonna have a heart attack. Yeah, so it was like, oh my god, no, I need to go to urgent care. But yeah, no, it turns out I just sprained the chest and shit like that. And I thought my blood pressure was high, but it turns out the cuff they gave me was actually too small for my arm. So that can actually increase the blood pressure thing by like either from anywhere between 10 to 20 points. So that's insane. So yeah, not gonna lie, too swole for the actual like the blood pressure machine. To be fair, I had nothing to do in my village. Why leave home if I don't got it? Oh well, that's fair. To be fair, I love being out in the sun, and so I gotta do that. Yeah, no, literally. To be fair, the urgent care guy, he was actually really cool. He was like, "Oh yeah, no, that band was just way too small for you." That got me feeling like Arnie in his prime. And Sir just said, "Oh yeah, your blood pressure is slightly elevated. That's probably just due to stress, and the chest pain is just from like a torn ligament." So he just like advised me to like try like relax, ease stress, and like probably take vitamin B and shit. I just said I got the fast forward to Creator 5. That needs to go to work. Ooh, nice. Yeah, how do you like set your stuff up at home, or do you have like a garage or a shed or anything to do it? And because I live in a one-bedroom flat, I can't like be printing in here even if I wanted to. Well, I could. I just don't want to like get what you call it, poisoning. Right. That's where I'm messing up here. Like, this line should be a bit higher. But let it be on top of his head. I'm sorry, what? Oh, you have a studio in the back of your house? That's fair. At least you're actually keeping out of your living spaces. That's the issue I have with mine. Like, I can't... Like, all I have is living spaces. So I have my living room, kitchen, and my bedroom, and a bathroom. And I don't actually have a garden, so yay. I can't say without getting restricted again. Like, I was doing a live stream earlier, and it actually restricted me for nudity and other explicit behavior. Honestly, yeah, no, that's literally the goal. So I have a Elegoo Saturn 4 Ultra. It's a little demon I'm reworking. So this here was the first version of it. Like, I did this like a year and a bit ago, maybe 2. So I thought like, okay, let's revamp it and see how much I've improved. And so far the improvement is just twinkification. So do with that as you will. Yeah, like, thank you. Like, I felt like for this head design, like, it doesn't particularly work on a bulky character. And it kind of, like, gives off a more of a, like, evil little shit sort of vibe. So, like, give me a second, like, say I put that there. Like, see what I mean by that? Like, that kind of works more for a sort of trickster character. Hey, glowed. Yeah, I think I'm probably just gonna wait to move and then get properly into that. But I have, like, been thinking about getting, like, one of those, sheds you can rent. No, garages from the, whatchamacallit? It looks feminine or skinny on that one. It looks feminine on the skinny one and masculine on the bulky one. Yeah, that is... No, I definitely see that too. But I do feel the head design there works a lot better than that. And I think I probably will also do another variation, because due to the joys of 3D sculpting, you're able to do multiple takes on something. So I think I'm probably also going to do a bulked out version of that to see how well my bulky anatomy has gone. Right, so let's actually get back to what I was going to try and do here. So there's that muscle what then wraps around. So we're going to solo that off, just so we're able to see it. Solo leveling. Fucking mid-ass anime. they could do like scenes in movie. Thanks, man. Yeah, I actually have worked on a few films, but annoyingly, yeah, like as I finished my first big film, the AI writer strikes happened, so that was super fun. So I'm currently working as a postman and working in a bar. And hope so. The goal here now is to have this take off to the point where I'm going to live off of it, and sort of just make my own stuff because. So I'm using Samsung Galaxy S9 Ultra. This one has like 16 gigs of RAM. And to be fair, this one isn't even like an impressive amount for what it's using. Give me a second. Save. Like, there was a little scene I was making. That was kind of fun. But yeah, no, for like a more RAM intensive thing, give me a second. You know what, I need to actually save it for when it doesn't look like this with the post-processing. Save. Like, you're able to do a lot with it. The app's called Nomad Sculpt. It's pretty fun. No, seriously, I swear to God, Nomad actually needs to start paying me at this point. But yeah, you're able to do a lot with this. Like, say this is like 2 million polygons. Like, it can definitely be like what's the word I'm looking for? Utilized better, but I've been really lazy for it. Like, honestly, you're able to do a whole lot. Literally, I swear to God, like, not to toot my own horn, but I do think below above Wong art, I am. Actually, no, I think there's definitely a few more creators bigger than me. But I'm definitely in the top 10 for Nomad creators on, like, TikTok, I swear. Well, especially for when it comes to creatures, I feel. I must go now. Thanks, man. Oh, it's Nomad doodling. I've seen a few. Yeah, mainly because I run, like, the circles. Most of them, yeah, like, I've seen do kind of focus on more, like, 3D printing and content sort of stuff, like masks and shit like that. But, like, I'm definitely, like, full creature thing. But, yeah, no, these are just, like, casual doodles, my guy.
I've yet to unleash my full power on any of these things. And yes, I'm gonna shoot myself for saying that.
Alright. Let's go back to this twinked up version of someone. I think maybe have the hips go higher. I think like that's something I'm missing on them, the bony landmarks. Because as you should. That is gonna be my legacy. Like, gotta love a slutty little waist. Like, they be wearing those lowrider jeans. Like, we all know it. Oh, that's why it wasn't doing anything. I accidentally hit flatten with the other side of my hand like a dumbass. I also say dumbass a lot, really. To realize, like, one of my favorite words. God, I have to go back to work tomorrow. I'm not happy about that. Like, the fuck do you mean I need to work to earn a living? Like, I feel I was meant to be, like, one of those guys who was, like, artist who was hired by a king to sort of just, like, make shit all day and kind of be mean to him, but then be like, oh, how... See, we're just having good banter, and it's like, really, I fucking hate him. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be live for a little while. Like, I've already been live for over an hour now. And I'm enjoying making stuff as well as I haven't actually really been doing anywhere near as much as I should have been. And I want to get this guy to a point I'm happy with first before I even think about hopping off. Alright, there we are, there we are. As well as like that, that's the main thing for this, just trying to actually like have it all going on.
Ugh. Joys. Joys, I say.
Alright, I think that part may be a tad too wide. Okay. You're gonna add me to my Steam? Oh, stream. Your stream, what do you mean by that? Yeah, what do you mean by that? I don't know why, but for some reason, you guys have seen like those really stupid. Have you got Never Live running? So I'm also streaming to YouTube as well as like Twitch and YouTube Shorts. I swear I'm not like I'm fully schizophrenic yet. Keyword yet. Actually, that reminds me, I need to actually pop these things on charge. Phone is dying. Alright, we keep an eye on other streamers from my stream. Stop in later. You will see. So you're basically you're streaming my stream to other people. That I don't particularly know how I feel about that. Like, it's... I will hear you out. But it's more of just like... That feels a tad, like, parasitic, man. Okay, but, like, how is that gonna really benefit me, though? Yeah, no, it does kind of feel like straight plagiarism. Like, especially if you're getting, like, some form of revenue from it as well. Like, that feels, like, highly unethical. Yeah. No money. Oh, if that's the case, Len, yeah, sure, go for it. But you do understand the like, how, like, that does come across to some extent. Especially if there's any form of monetization. You know, it's actually kind of funny. So I was thinking about this the other day. So I think the only realm in which communism is actually semi-forced and people are okay with it is the idea of content theft. Because, like, say for example, like if someone does something and puts it on the internet, it's like, okay, no, this is now ours to do with as we please. Sort of, but like, say I do like YouTube commentary a bit, and like half the time it's just like, okay, you guys aren't really doing anything. You're just like reacting to someone else, and like this is actually like hyper communistic. Yeah, I don't know. I still don't particularly know how I feel about that. Yeah. When I see it, I shall believe it. To be fair, I remember for TikTok, you can like people literally just post fucking movies on here. Like it really is just a free for all. Like copyright laws do not exist on here. Check it out later. Yeah, don't know how yeah, I'll check it out, but still it doesn't really sit right with me as of yet. Literally, like, that's the most you'll get. And even then, half these people don't care enough to even read them. If it's not like a pure support, they're just gonna ignore it. Alright, do I like these legs? Back to the reference book. Oh, thanks for the follow, man. Torso. The drawings are useful there. I kind of want to... Where's one of my other ones? Where's my anatomy for sculptors? That's a really good one. Is that the fucking bottom of the stack? Alright. Yep. There we are. No harm done. No, I think you're kind of missing the point of, like, it's still using my content without my consent to it, though. And regardless of... Okay, no, thanks for, like, taking it away. It's just, like, one of those things of, like, yeah, but seriously, just look how many books there were there. Alright, yeah, well, differences of opinions, I guess. Alright, where's the actual leg page? Because that's going to be annoying me for a minute. What's Nomad? It's the sculpting software I'm using. Yeah, later. Bye. Like, it's not that hard of a concept. It's like, okay, if I'm making something, yeah, it's for mobile. Like, if I'm making something and it's like, okay, it's my stream and just someone else is fundamentally just re-uploading it somewhere, yeah, I'm gonna take some form of issue with that. Like, I think it's just also as an artist, the idea of someone doing something, and saying it's helping me for exposure, is like never of any real like substance to me. Yeah, no, it's like not a hard thing to understand, is it? Alright, cool. And now we actually have leg references up. I think maybe like we should probably pull that out further. Really does have that graceful feminine form, doesn't he? Yeah, I am using a Samsung one. It on other sites it would be a futa, yes, but not on here because TikTok has already like. Because I was doing a live earlier and TikTok restricted my thing for nudity, as well as sexually explicit material. What I do believe is bullshit. Right. Now those forms are way too high. Yeah, no, it's utterly insane. But no, God forbid a guy just sculpts the a humanoid form. To be fair, I remember I was once watching a Hassan Piker clip and I got banned for a hate speech from the stuff he was saying. Like, wow, okay. Alright, let's actually restructure the legs. Right, so something what I have found really useful for whenever you want to use forms is actually using a layer brush with a sort of like low intensity. So you're able to get like the base idea of the shapes out of the way. And then so there's then that goes down there, then that there. Alright, so now I have a base idea of where the forms are going to be. Like, that's now where we're going to go in with a sort of like crease or standard, well, a crease or like damn standard tool. Also, make sure this one has like lazy brush so you have a bit more control. Till then, get in all the shapes I want. Give him a little cake. Just realized that was the wrong one. you can be hidden. What are you making? Boatrad. No idea what that means. I'm making a demonoid character. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, he's definitely taking form. Right, let's also bulk up these areas here underneath the arms, like fat lats. As well as blending off stuff here. Right, so I think probably dip in there, out there. God, legs are so fucking annoying. Got any other sculptors in here? Or artists in general? I don't know why that's annoyed me as much as it has. Like, I don't know, just the idea of someone else using my own, like, using my stream. Like, what? KCO. Oh, dude, it happened again. Yeah, no, it happened again. It said now restricting my thing for, like, for live currently visibility restricted for nudity and body exposure and sexual behavior. Damn. Alright, give me a sec. Oh, what a fucking loser. sure. Hmm. Actually, yeah, I'm probably gonna stop for now. Alright, thanks for watching. Later.